Hey guys, Tomer here and welcome to a video. This time we're looking at we're on the Wizards of the Coast site. We're gonna be doing we're looking for Dungeons and Dragons. And we're gonna be doing the online alignment test. So what are alignments? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll just read this so you can understand. Your character has a unique view of the world, of right and wrong, of fairness and natural rights. This alignment test, taken from the alignment chapter of the Heroes Builder Guidebook, helps you helps you figure out how your character will relate to various moral and ethical choices in the game. Take the short quiz in character and answer the questions as your PC would. The result of the test will suggest an alignment for your character. Click on only one answer for each question. Before you begin, keep in mind these caveats. You'll undoubtedly want more information about the question and more options than the answers presented to you. Just do the best you can and skip a question completely if you're totally stuck. Note that some questions are interested in correlations to behavior, not the behavior itself. For example, lawful people tend to work at secure jobs. This doesn't mean that working a steady job makes you lawful. Sorry, I was just kinda fixing the mic. Remember that certain character classes have codes of conduct that fall beyond the dictates of alignment. Paladins, for example, aren't just supposed to be lawful and good, they're expected to act humble, pious and chivalric as well. This quiz assumes a typical D&D setting, which is a mix of fantasy elements, medieval ideas and epic myths seen through modern eyes. If your setting is vastly different, or your fellow players are, you may get very different answers to this quiz. What alignment means? Alignment is central to a D&D character's personality. D&D uses two measures to determine a specific character's ethical and moral attitudes and behavior. The moral axis has two positions, good, neutral and evil. Good characters generally care about the welfare of others. Neutral people generally care about their own welfare. Evil people generally seek to harm the other's welfare. So good people are selfless, are a bit more selfless. Neutral people are a bit more selfish, just a bit selfish, yeah. And evil people are effectively, well, they just try to fuck with others' lives. They're moral busybodies. That's what they are. I don't know if they're moral busybodies. Sometimes they're even immoral busybodies, but they're busybodies, that's for sure. The ethical axis has three positions as well: lawful, neutral and chaotic. Lawful people generally follow social rules as they understand them. Neutral people follow those rules they find convenient or obviously necessary, and chaotic people seek to upset the social order and either institute change or simply create anarchy. So, relationship to family. Family elders are expressing disapproval of you to the rest of the family. Do you accept the criticism and change your ways? Seek a compromise with the elders? Besmirch the reputation of the elders as you ignore their scorn? Silence the elders any way you can. Seek a compromise. That sounds a lot like me. Although old people really like me. I don't know why. I'm just a friendly guy, I guess. I'm just a nice, polite kid, so they just kinda like nice, polite kids. Would you give up a promising career to aid the family in time of need? Only if I was certain I'd be able to return to my career soon. I'm sorry, but my family in time of need, well, I mean, we're talking about my dad and my mom. By the time I have a career, they're gonna be pretty old. My dad's probably gonna be around 70 years old, so yeah. Not much time left, so really, even if in a time of need, I'd rather sort of keep my job, you know? I mean, my family has lived, you know, my parents have assured me that, well, you know, son, we've lived our times, and, you know, we've seen things, you know, our life is gonna end soon, it doesn't really matter, so just go do your own thing. Would you betray a family member to advance your own career? I find the very idea abhorrent, yeah, I do. Do you respect the leaders of your family? Leaders of my family? What, like my dad? Well, I guess most of them are role models. My dad, my uncle, yeah, my dad, my uncle, my grandma, yeah, most of them are role models. If your family had arranged your marriage to someone loathsome, would you go through with it, proud to serve your family, agree hiding your reluctance, sadly work against the union, flee? I'd sadly work against the union. That sounds a little like me. You're estranged from a family member. On his deathbed he seeks reconciliation. Do you speak to him but hold your ground? Refuse to speak to him? Discuss your estrangement openly and without rancor? Actively seek reconciliation and heed his dying words. Yeah, I'd actively seek reconciliation. Relationship to friends. A powerful but corrupt judge offers you wealth if you testify against a friend. Do you condemn your friend, take the money and testify, but try to keep your testimony ineffective? Refuse the offer and refuse to testify. Testify on your friend's behalf no matter the consequences. Test on my friend's behalf, definitely. Either that or refuse the offer and refuse to testify. Do you become close to friends or hold most people at a safe distance? I have an abundance of close friends. I have some close friends. I have few close friends. I try to keep people at a distance. I have few close friends. Have you ever betrayed a friend? I've done so more than once, and sometimes I get away with it. I've done so once. I've been tempted to do so, but I've never gone through with it. I'd never contemplate such a thing. Yeah, I'd never contemplate such a thing. How do you view lifelong commitment to a single romantic partner? I'm waiting to find such a romance. Such a romance would be ideal if it's achievable. I worry I'd miss out on what others have to offer. Tie yourself to one person, huge mistake. I'm in between such a romance would be ideal if it's achievable, or I worry I'd miss out on what others have to offer. See, assuming that this romantic partner is my dream partner, I'd probably go with such a romance would be ideal if it's achievable. But if we're talking about like just a normal romantic partner, like a standard girl, no, not the girl of my dreams, then I'd probably choose that. I worry I'd miss out on what others have to offer. Kind of in between these two. I guess I'll go with such a romance would be ideal if it's achievable. Do you insist on repayment when lending money to friends? Yes, and I read the contract so there's no misunderstanding. Yes, but I try to be flexible with the exact terms. No, although I'm sure nice to be repaid. No, they just owe me a favor. One of the two knows. It sure is nice to be repaid, but I do expect them to honor I expect either to get repaid or for them to owe me a favor. That's what I do. So I guess I'll go with the favor one. Are you still in touch with childhood friends? Wait, can I remove these? No, I can't. In touch with childhood friends. Yes, we keep in touch. Yeah, I don't have to read the others. Yeah, that's what's going on. Relationship to community. Do you donate time and money to improve the local community? Yes, and to the community are my top priority. Yes, I donate as much as I can once my own needs are met. No, I don't have enough time or money to spare. No, my local community would be a waste of time and money. Yes, I donate as much as I can once my own needs are met. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Your community is threatened with invasion. Do you help defend it to your last breath? Man the barricades with the rest of the community. Flee as soon as things look grim. Gotta deal with invaders to act as a spy. Man the barricades with the rest of the community. If you were injured and required immediate assistance, would members of your home community agree to help? Yes, because they know I'd do the same for them. Yes, because I'm generally well liked. Probably not because I'm distrusted by the powers that be. Definitely not. I've made some enemies here. Yes, because I'm generally well liked. That's my answer. Do you respect the laws and authorities in your community? When it suits me. There are some laws I just don't agree with. I don't pay attention to the authorities. They've got no hold on me. Yes, they're generally the best way to govern. Yes, without question. When it suits me. There are some laws I just don't agree with. Do members of the community shun, avoid, or mock you? Yes, their small minds can't handle anyone outside the norm. Some do because I don't always fit in. No, I'm generally seen as normal. No, I set the standard of what is normal in my community. No, I'm generally seen as normal. Would you stand for office or seek to represent the interests of the community in some public matter? To do so would be an honor I'd joyously accept. Of course, it's everyone's duty to do so. Only if no one else could handle the job. No, I don't want to be responsible for the community's welfare. To do so would be an honor I'd joyously accept. Relationship to king and country. Your country is racked by famine. Would you share what food you had with others, eat as little as possible yourself and share the rest? Steal what food you need to survive, steal as much food as possible, then sell it back to the community at a high price. Eat as little as possible yourself and share the rest. I am not big on stealing food. If offered enough money, would you slip poison into your king's drink? Yes, and I've done similar things before. Yes, if I thought I could get away with it. No, although a vast sum of money would tempt me. No, although a vast sum of money would tempt me seems to feed me, but I'm gonna read the last one as well. No, and I'd warn the king of the plot. No, I wouldn't. Well, it depends on the king. If it's a benevolent despot, I might. If it's a constitutional monarch, I probably will, warn him about the plot. But if it's a benevolent despot, I might warn him. If it's a tyrant, then I'll definitely poison him. No, I wouldn't even take money for it. If he's just a normal absolute monarch, I would definitely I could be persuaded with gold, with a vast sum of money, to assassinate him. A plague is sweeping across your country. Would you undertake a dangerous mission to find a cure, heal the sick as best you can, avoid contact with the sick, flee the country, avoid contact with the sick? Do you respect the lawful authority of the rules of the land? Yes, long live the queen. Yes, our rulers are generally fair and just. No, a ruler is no better than anyone else. No rules are invariably corrupted by power. Again, depends on the ruler. Well, I guess I don't really respect authority. Well, I do to a degree, but rulers of the land, I mean nobility, monarchs, I don't really respect them. No, a ruler is no better than anyone else. Let's pick that. If you were offered a reasonably lucrative deal, would you spy for a hostile foreign power? Yes, because my nation could stand to be knocked down a peg. Yes, because my nation's secrets mean little to me. No, because I might get caught. No, because I'd never violate the trust my nation put in me. Yeah, the last one. I'm too patriotic to do that. Do you rely on the government to enforce contracts and property rights? Yes, because maintaining the rule of law is more important than any individual dispute. Yes, because the courts are best equipped to handle such disputes. Are you kidding me? The government can't even pave roads? Absolutely not. If I can't defend myself, I don't deserve to have it. Yes, because the courts are best equipped to handle such disputes. Thoughts on crime and punishment. If imprisoned, would you injure or kill others to escape? No, except for minor wounds that will heal easily. Do you accept a noble's right to treat badly the serfs who work his land? Yes, they're lucky they're not slaves. Yes, because sometimes only fear will motivate them. No, nobles should rule as kindly as possible. No one has the right to treat another badly. No, nobles should rule as kindly as possible. You have accidentally committed a crime. Do you confess and attempt to make a restitution to the victim? Confess, throwing yourself at the mercy of the court. Hide your involvement, lying if need be. Try to pin the crime on another. Lying if you have to, not if need be. I'm in between hiding my involvement and the other two, the two confession options. I don't know. I'd probably hide my involvement, if I am to be honest. If guilty, would you confess to a crime? Yes, because my duty to do so. Yes, because it might give me a lighter sentence. No, I'd make the magistrate to prove my guilt. No, and I'd try to prove my innocence. Yeah, I'd probably... Making the magistrates prove my guilt would probably give me a big sentence. So yeah, yes, because it might get me a lighter sentence. That's my answer. Would you express a revolutionary political opinion if threatened with punishment? Yes, I'd rather be punished than remain silent up the revolution. Yes, somebody's got to speak the truth. No, although I might privately express my opinion to friends. No, politics aren't worth getting worked up about. Yes, I'd rather be punished than remain silent up the revolution. If I live in such a tyranny, then yeah, my life isn't worth anything, so fuck it. Time to be a revolutionary. While traveling, you witness an assault. You are ordered to testify, which will delay your travel significantly. Do you slip out of town at night to avoid testifying, deny you saw anything, remain reluctant to testify and leave, remain until trial's conclusion in case further testimony is needed? Remain reluctantly, testify and leave. I didn't choose to be part of that assault, so I'm not gonna really give a shit about what happens. Thoughts on business and the economy. What is the best use of wealth to help the destitute and less fortunate, provide the needs of friends and family, to stay on top of the heap yourself, to not only stay on top but keep others from climbing to your level. Provide the needs of friends and family. For the needs of friends and family. When confronted by beggars, do you give generously, give moderately, give only what I wouldn't miss anyway, a copper or two at most, ignore them as you walk by, give moderately. By using magic, you could fool village merchants into thinking your copper pieces were made of gold. Do you? Yes, and I'll buy as much as I can. Yes, but I'll only cheat the rich merchants. No, it's too risky. No, these merchants have families to feed. I'm in between no, it's too risky, and yes, but I'll only cheat the rich merchants. No, it's too risky. Merchants still got where they got because of meritocracy, because of their own merit. So really, if I was fooling the village lord into giving me his money, then I'd gladly fucking rob him of everything he has. You have two jobs, two job offers. One pays more, but the other is secure and steady. Which do you choose? Definitely the lucrative job. Steady work sounds like drudgery. Probably the lucrative job, although I'd look into the secure job. The secure job, unless the other job was outrageously lucrative. Definitely the secure job because I plan for the long term. The secure job, unless the other job was outrageously lucrative. What's the best path to wealth? It's a matter of luck and being in the right place at the right time, staying flexible so you can take advantage of good opportunities, following a long-term plan that incorporates a comfortable level of risk, hard work and perseverance. Hard work and perseverance. If you accept a job or contract, would you try to finish the task even if it got much more dangerous? Yes, my word is my bond. Yes, because it's good to have a reputation for dependability. You can bet I'd be renegotiating it is if it's no longer a good deal, then the deal's off. You can bet I'd be renegotiating. Submit. Let's see. Who am I? Who am I? What am I? Come on, give me. Character's alignment. Based on your answers to the quiz, your character's most likely alignment is lawful neutral. A lawful neutral character acts as law, tradition, or a personal code directs her. Oh, well, I'm not her. Order and organization are paramount to her. I'm not a her. She may believe in personal order and live by a code or standard, or she may believe in order for all and favor a strong organized government. The common phrase for lawful neutral is true lawful. Lawful neutral is the best alignment you can be because it means you are reliable and honorable without being a zealot. Yeah, I like it. Seriously, I really like it because you know, a lawful neutral character acts as law, tradition, or personal code directs her. Personal code definitely. Tradition, not so much. There are some things in tradition that I find of use, and I think that society would collapse without them. So there are some things that we just need to preserve about our tradition, of course. Laws, I'm not a big fan of laws. For example, I partake in underage drinking. You know, I'm not of the age to be drinking, but I drink a lot of alcohol because I want to drink alcohol, because my parents allow me to drink alcohol in moderation, because my friends have no problem with it, because I like alcohol, you know? I don't give a shit about that law. I think that law is ridiculous. I have trespassed on public property. I've jumped over the fence of my school with a bunch of friends, and we just kind of sat there in the courtyard one time. Really, there are some laws I just don't give a shit about. Like, I'm not gonna rob a fucking bank, of course. I'm not gonna mug an old lady. I'm not gonna stab anyone. You know? But still, some laws are just ridiculous. For example, laws against marijuana. Well, why? I'm not gonna do marijuana. I don't think I'm ever gonna do a drug. I don't even want to smoke. I don't want to smoke fucking anything. Just anything. I don't know. It seems very bad. Or anything that is to be inhaled seems really fucking bad. But yeah, you know, if people want to do it though, it doesn't harm anyone. from what I understand. It's very similar to cigars. But yeah, in terms of a personal code, definitely. I have a core, I have some morality at my core, you know. I believe in liberty. I believe in freedom, you know, people's freedom. I'm a liberal. I believe in these things. I believe in all these other things that I would just never negotiate. For example, I'm a patriot. That's non-negotiable. I'm always a patriot. I will always be a patriot. It's not gonna change. But yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you take the quiz as well. It will be in the description of the video, if I remember to put it there. Otherwise, you can inform me in the comment section to put it there. But yeah, you saw my alignment. I think it's very accurate. I do have a personal code that directs me, and I do believe in my personal order and live by a code and standard. I live by my political ideology. I live by my support for philanthropy. I live by my love for the elderly. I live by my love for children. You know, you know, when I grow up and I get my job finally, some of the things I will do when I'm, you know, when I have a comfortable life and comfortable pay, is I'm gonna actually donate to, well, orphanages and old people houses. What are they called? These little retirement homes. Yeah, retirement homes. That's where I'll donate. Maybe I can even visit these places. You know, talk with the elderly every once in a while. It's not bad. You know, as I said, I really like the elderly and children. You know, they're vulnerable and they need company. In a lot of cases, they're vulnerable. They need company. They feel kind of alone. With kids, you know, they're just trying to figure things out about the world, and I'd be happy to help. You know, I'd be happy if they, you know, just sit there and they ask me a bunch of questions. You know, like, you know, what is this or what is that? You know, like little kids do. I'm happy to answer. Frankly, you know, I've always had like a soft spot for children. Children and the elderly seem to like me a lot as well. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic evening. And as I said, take this quiz. Please, you know, just go down to the comment section and talk